Hold on. We like my blood. What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Q the Truth. That my boy Trap.
Gang.
And this Marijuana Minutes, you heard? Check it. This Marijuana Minutes where we talk about anything, everything under the sun while smoking the blunt, being above the sun. You feel me? So listen. Roll up, listen up, and stay caught up.
All right, so what's up? It's Trap. I'm holding it down over here at Duval. That's where I'm at right now, from Fort Lauderdale, 29. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to just add my perspective. Been through a lot and going through more. Don't matter. Vision impaired, and I'm here for that. All right.
Jackie, man, what's happening, baby?
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Jackie. I'm just here trying to put in my 2 cents and give everybody a female perspective. So, ladies, I got you.
Hey, man, like I said, this Marijuana Minute, this Q the Truth, holding it down in Orlando. Hey, man, stay along for the journey. It's a hell of a ride.
Well, first of all, how you feeling? Because I want to know what kind of mindset you going in with this. You feeling calm? You mad? You upset?
Hey, man,
don't be taking your anger out on the topic.
Nah, man. I ain't gonna do it to the people. But what I am gonna say is that, you know, I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a good headspace. But what I want to speak on this Boosie situation, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking about it. But before I do, man,
first of all, tell the people what the Boosie situation is.
Yeah, I want you to play the clip for me.
Oh, I ain't even got that queued up, but I'm gonna just give y'all the synopsis. So basically, what he said was, he doesn't want to marry a woman who has been with a lot of public figures because he doesn't want the shame, I guess, of that. You know, it's too.
But remember, like he said that he felt like
he said he would have sex with her, but he just wouldn't marry her. Marriage is different.
But you'll have sex with her.
Yeah, there's plenty. You know, all right, so let's get that question out of the way right now. Is there, if you weren't married, hypothetically, long time ago, way before your relationship, we always got to talk past tense for married niggas. so was there women?
Make sure that shit be known, goddammit.
Were there women in your past, back when you were 19 years old, that you would have had sex with, but you wouldn't have married? Let's be real.
Yeah, but.
Okay, but nothing, nigga. That is basically what Boosie said.
Wait, though. I wouldn't marry those chicks. Was it because of their past? It was because of their behavior. It was because of the way they act.
That's what he's saying. It's because how her past behavior. You're like,
yeah, but how the fuck can Boosie say some shit, or how could anybody say some shit like that when you out here fucking anybody and sticking your dick in anybody? It's a devil. It doesn't make sense to me, because if the niggas saying that the chicks that I hear fucking all these dudes, they hoes, what the fuck does that make y'all niggas?
I'm saying it make them the same thing.
Too,
Jackie
right?
Bear, all right, no, Jackie Bear. So you have to admit, it's different. All right, so check this out. You guys, you would put your finger in something, but you wouldn't put something in your body. It's certain things, like you would check the temperature of it, or like the poisonous of it will be on your skin, right? With a condom in your hand. But you wouldn't put it in your you wouldn't put it on your mouth. I'm just saying, bro. It's a real deal thing. We can't treat everybody. How you feel about it, Jackie? I was just trying to clear it up for you, dog. Go ahead, Jackie. What's up?
I don't know. I don't know too much about the topic to just kind of weigh in on it.
All right. Well, no. Let me tell you. If there's a man, hypothetically, let's say you knew a guy who smashed a whole bunch of people who you work with at your job. Like, you would see these people and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we had Fred. You know what I'm saying? We went. It wasn't good enough for me. He wasn't."
Hey, but remember, these are just coworkers. Remember, you work at a big Fortune 500 company that employs hundreds.
And you see these people on Instagram all the time. Nope, you see these people on Instagram all the time. Y'all go to award shows together.
Okay, so that's the equivalent of passing a bitch in the hallway at the water cooler.
Okay, and you know that they done had your man, Jackie. How would you feel?
I would feel pissed off. Man,
why pissed off at somebody who came before, though?
Because like now I'm the fool. Because I just had my man.
I can see you being the fool. I can see you being a fool if this nigga is playing you. If this nigga is like fucking
Listen, no,
job.
listen. You know, y'all put it in that standard. I'm working at this job, and all these people before me. I mean, all these females that had my nigga before I had my nigga. I feel a certain type of way. Now, if it was females I didn't know, I didn't work with, I didn't see, I don't give a fuck.
And
But if it's people I know and I see on the regular, yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way about it.
So think about this, Jackie. It's Lil Boosie. He's talking about that. Now he's talking about he don't want the girl. He in the same. They're all in the music business. This is one big business. They're all on Instagram together. They go to award shows. They see it. He said it. He gonna see Future there. Future gonna be like, oh, that's your queen. Y'all had it about. Oh, good. I still got video footage and stuff we did with another chick. You know what I'm saying?
How many motherfucking people in the industry have dated other people in the industry? You worried about what people are dating in the industry. When does a rapper
it's about being low profile. It's about being low profile.
Or when does anybody in the industry date a regular nigga?
Probably a lot. We probably don't know about it, but it just, that they keep it low. How long? All right. No, here's an example. I got a question for you, Q. How long before you knew Nicki Minaj was dating Safari?
Bro, if you wasn't
basically
stupid,
when they broke up. Basically when they broke up, she was dating this nigga for 10 years.
But we knew that.
Oh, we knew that after the fact. She kept it so low. I thought she was single for the whole time. That's how low she kept this nigga.
No, bro. It was always rumors that Nicki
Rumors. You heard, that's the key word you just said in there. It was nothing confirmed. It wasn't Safari smashing Nicki and her mom. Like Lori smashed dude and his dad, Diddy and Diddy's son. Like, come on, cuz. Let's be for real.
Everybody has a past. Would you not? Okay, let me ask you this question then. All right.
Go ahead.
So when do you think it's appropriate to ask a woman what's her body count?
Never.
And hold on. Wait a minute though. Let me ask this question. Let me finish though. And at what number do you say I gotta go?
Okay, first of all, I said never ask. But so in my estimation, I always tell everybody my body count is 9. Cause I feel like that's nice and respectable, right? Single digit.
But it's a lie like a motherfucker.
I don't know what it is. Like I stopped counting after 7. So I feel like it was maybe 2 more after that. You know what I'm saying? But I say not a solid strong 9. I'm conservative with mine, you know what I'm saying? I was wilding in my youth, way back in the days. Way back, before, yeah. But
so basically you're old. You were old ass Cadillac with 450,000 miles on you.
400 and what, nigga? No. I, sir, am a classic Cadillac with about 17 miles. They only drove me to the gas station, to refill me and to go to work.
Miles? First of all,
that's it. Straight from the lot to the gas station.
And back home.
That's it, dog. That's it. They've been polishing me in the front yard and taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So, all right, but that is a good question. So, Jackie, do you feel like the body count matters with a person? Let me answer your question first, Q. As long as they can show me clean paperwork, because I get tested on the regular every year and I got clean paperwork. So if I'm in a partner I'm intimate with, if she says she clean, if you know what I'm saying, like nothing she did in the past don't matter. I will say that. But I'm just saying for the sake of argument, and I'm just trying to empathize with, Boosie's standpoint. And like anybody's standpoint, when your queen is the next 3 men, the last 5 men trash, and one of them's dads. Let's be real.
Listen, but why is she? Okay, let me ask you. Why is she called?
Wait, you didn't let Jackie answer the question. Does the body count matter?
Okay, true that.
Come on, cuz.
I thought she did.
No.
It doesn't. So you cool with these little mother thoughts, huh?
Not necessarily, but I mean, everybody's body count is their own. Like I don't. judge nobody for what they may have done in their
Well,
past.
what was the second part of your question, Q? Because it was a two-part. Oh, yeah, what number? Yeah, you said it doesn't matter. So I guess it wouldn't matter.
So what? Yeah, what number?
Was.
What
Okay.
number is?
It doesn't matter. And she said it doesn't matter if it was.
Well, here's the thing, right?
1,000. Will Chamberlain, a basketball player number.
Okay, so look, being married, right? Being married, I've been married for.
Nah, be careful, bro. We are on a recorded podcast.
I don't remember what number.
All right,
but
good. He's smoking that Zaza. Your wife gonna clap your dumb ass.
Marijuana Minute. Shout out. Hashtag Marijuana Minute. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter.
It's gonna be your last Marijuana Minute. That's what you still the wrong tea. You'll be running out of minutes.
I will say this, right?
Yeah, say it.
I just don't understand why a woman is subject to being called a hoe, but a man ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, that's a huge topic right there because double standards is a son of a bitch, and it needs to stop.
All right, so let's be real right now. Q, you got a son. I ain't gonna say his name. This is recorded, but you know, if your son grew up, and let's say hypothetically, he banged 5 women in the same career path, and one of their moms, and it was just real public, what would you say to him?
Listen, right?
Yeah. Listen, little Q, Q Jr.
All I'm saying is this.
What?
What I will say to him and what I will call him are two different things, right? I'm not going to, if I'm going to call a woman a hoe for sleeping with a lot of people, I'm going to call a man a hoe for sleeping with a lot of people.
You going to call your own son a hoe?
If I'm going to call a woman a hoe, it's equal. Why are we not holding people to the same standard just because of what they identify as?
Anyway, Jackie, how do you feel about if your children were in this situation? You know, because we never really thought about her father. Like, how does her father feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I think what can he do? He can feel some type of way.
She's grown, but how would you feel hypothetically? Because I know me, I'm going to be honest. I would feel differently if it was my daughter. My son and my daughter, they're going to get love from me equally, but I might give a little allowance to different types of behaviors. You know what I'm saying?
Let me. What you got to say on that, Jack?
My children are going to be treated equally, and I want that type of relationship with them where I am not going to be judged. I'm not going to judge them because if they get to an age where they're grown, it's not for me to judge them.
Yeah, you gotta wash your hands.
Listen,
right? They grown. Like,
let me transition into this question, then, right? Let me transition into this. This kind of old, but it kind of has something to do with what we're talking about. Remember when Kevin Hart did his latest stand up, and Kevin Hart did a joke, and in the joke he said that it made him in his mind he thought he called his daughter a hoe in his mind, right? Now, Travis, first of all, let me ask you your opinion before I finish my statement. How do you feel about that? Do you think that joke was too far, or do you think that that comedians, when they're on stage telling jokes, they don't have they can kind of just throw their net as far as they want?
I think when the intention is to make anyone laugh, everything's a go, because the intention has already been stated. So this isn't hate speech. This isn't slut shaming. This isn't let's stir up some people and storm the Capitol. This is just speech like, hey, I can say whatever I want to say. This is to make you guys.
So all Trump had to say was, I'm putting on a comedy rally, and we would have been able to excuse every stupid ass thing he said.
He basically put on the comedy rally for the last 4 years, if you were paying
attention. He did definitely put on the comedy rally. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, so everybody in every other job in the world is held to a certain level of standards and cannot say in certain things, right? But comedians.
What about musicians? What can't they say or do?
Well, again, what now?
What about musicians, like artists? What can't they say or do? Meek Mill's just got a whole bunch of. He got a whole bunch of flack about that Kobe Bryant bar. He said, "Did you hear about that?"
Yes, I did.
Okay, so but he has this. Go ahead.
But at the same time, that's not going too far because that's been done in songs. But like when you start using derogatory terms such as the F word,
what do you mean, Q?
That
the fuck word? Oh, that word.
F word
Okay.
that rhymes with maggot. When you start using words like that, you are offending people. You're hurting someone. You using words that those were people's last words before they was killed. So
what about the word hoe? You don't think we're offending people by using that word? Should we stop saying that?
Should we stop saying the word hoe?
We've been saying it the whole podcast. You sure? I'm sure there's people out there who take offense to it.
I never really thought about that. But the part about that is this term.
Q, wait a minute.
The F word.
Q, wait a minute.
F word is used in a derogatory term towards a marginalized group of people, though. So it's a little different.
Hoes don't get no love out here neither. But check it out.
But hoes ain't supposed to discriminate. It's supposed to be equal everybody.
Oh, so you're telling me the F maggot words, they don't get the same umbrella. You can't treat them. All right, listen.
Wait a minute. First of all, I need you to clear that up. Say that one more time.
The F word that rhymes with maggot is what I said.
No, that's not what you said. No,
I said the F maggot. Didn't I say that?
No.
I don't know, but you need to be careful for what you say because, like I say, for real, that's something that is serious because I had a relative that actually recently passed away. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of the LGBT community, and you know what I'm saying. Those words, I don't say that. You know what I mean? And I'll be the first to say I have said it. You feel me? We grew up together, chap.
Yeah.
So y'all know we all done said that shit being stupid, but when you know better, you do better. And I know better. So I gotta do better. And that shit is last. People got smashed in the head, killed, and that was the last thing they heard, or the last thing that was said to them. So it's like with certain things, there's reasonings why you can't say it. It's like the N-word, bro. I had a white woman tell me on Facebook that we should just be okay with it. Everybody say the N-word. And I was like, the unmitigated gall you got and the privilege you got to even say some shit like that to me. Like, you should be allowed, if you are white, that should be one of the words you stay way away from. And it's like, it's so bad that you can't even.
But what I'm saying, all right, so check this out, Q. So I gave you the hypothetical with the women, and you want to talk about the biggest oppressed group. You really want to say half the population because it's women, because they were really property back in the day. Let's be real. Let's all be honest.
But hoes is because men have used that term towards women. But the actual fact of the matter is, women aren't the only hoes. Men are hoes too. So hoes isn't something that should be directed towards one specific.
Right now, okay.
Group.
So what you're talking about right there is like a title that's put on somebody like that, right? So even if we change the verbiage, right, to be like a promiscuous woman, then there's gonna be a group of people who's like, I don't like the term woman. That is putting me in a gender and blah blah blah. Then you're gonna have to be like, I'm a promiscuous they or them, or then if we get into pronouns, then we get in like, when is it gonna end? Like, where is it gonna stop?
Here's the thing. It's all about respect to whomever. So what?
I feel like home is offensive. Don't call me a home. Okay, I'm a him.
I said whom.
I'm just saying. I could take that stance and just be like, oh, Nick, don't call me no whom.
Yeah, but are you being difficult? Are you mocking?
I'm being facetious, but
yes.
in order to make a point, though. It's not just
yeah,
because.
But anybody who would use that and try to do something like that would be being facetious, and that term would be just being a jackass and should just fucking like, come on, sit the fuck down somewhere.
That comes with intent, though. You can never really tell.
So I just want to say all that to go back to my question.
Go ahead.
Is it okay for comedians to get on stage and say whatever the hell they want? Because as a comedian, you have a pass by being a comedian.
Yep.
No.
All right. The yays carry it.
No, it doesn't. The nays carry it because I'm against. So the nays in this situation carry.
Oh, so because comedians, you guys are not for free speech? Over and over again. Comedians don't care who they offend in the name of telling jokes and just, you know, having fun and being funny. They don't care who they offend.
Yeah,
listen,
but there sometimes
I'm for free speech, but I'm also for accountability. You have to be held accountable for the things that you say, do. Just because I have free speech don't mean I should be able to go out here and you can't slander somebody. That's hence why you can sue somebody for slander.
You can't. We don't really have free speech, but the idea is beautiful, I guess. But what we're going to talk about though is like, so if the people who are their intentions are to make you laugh. So I'll give you guys an example. I'm on the other side of it where I'm saying like a comedian has the license to do that. But say hypothetically, Kevin Hart got up there and he was like, "Oh, she's a hoe. You little hoe ass hoe." And he was just trying to offend his daughter. He was trying to hurt her feelings. His intent in that moment was no longer to make people laugh, to entertain, and to make money to provide for this hoe. I'm just kidding. For his daughter.
What?
I'm just playing. But see, my intent right there was to make you laugh. It wasn't for me to call a little girl out.
You better hope somebody see it that way, goddamn.
That's my intent. And I'm sure Kevin Hart would laugh at that. And if he doesn't, he's a hypocrite and he should die. But the point is, there was Richard.
Well, dang. First and foremost, you're not gonna be talking about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, if you ever listen to this podcast, I do not have the same beliefs as he does. Okay, we're
Kevin,
friends.
no, I love him.
I like you.
Nah. Yeah, I love Kevin.
I salute Kevin. Don't get me wrong. I do think that,
when get off his sack, man.
Does it matter how she felt? If it does it matter how the person the joke is about felt though?
You think he didn't check with his daughter if this was okay?
I'm asking, does it matter? Fuck that. Answer the goddamn question.
Does it matter how
we're about the situation? Does it matter who the joke?
It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. Because you can intend something and it hurts.
Since we throw a hypothetical bars out there, let's throw this one out there then. Hypothetically speaking, what if he ran that past her and still did it? Would that be him being facetious, or would that be him just trying to get some monetary gain off a joke?
If he ran that past her and she was like, "No, daddy, don't call me a hoe in front of most of the world because you're blah, blah, blah," then yeah, he'd be green for that. Freedom of speech aside. He has the right to do it because he's freedom of speech, and he's trying to make people laugh, but he has information, more information about that. Then he's green, but it's only because that's his daughter.
Look, man, all I'm saying is this. I think comedians should be held responsible. They cannot just be saying wild stuff, But on to another thing. I want to talk about this real quick.
You want to go to Cancun? Huh? He said, you want to go to Cancun? That's who should be held responsible, not comedians. They're making jokes. They're not in political offices. Like, what?
Well, that's a great segue, my brother. Listen.
I'm all about that.
Listen. Let's talk about Ted Cruz, right? Now, y'all know, first of all, I don't fuck with Ted Cruz, right? Because I think that, first of all, if you was, Trap, I'm a parent. I'm also a husband, right? So, if me and I had the finance to take my family out of the situation, I will. However, in that position, I will send them away and I'm going to chill here, right? Because that's what y'all put me here to do. That's why I was able and could afford to send them to Cancun, right? It's Cancun, right?
Yeah.
Calabasas, Cancun, whatever.
Yeah,
Cancun.
Cancun.
All right. So that was
Listen, he just wanted his family to go across the border to provide a better life for them. I see some nigga on Twitter say that.
I saw that too.
Oh.
He's wilding. It was crazy. I wish I had his name so we could shout him out, but
I saw him too. I saw that too. Salute to him though.
Yeah.
Salute to him. But I mean, like I say, man, you gotta make a decision, bro. Even in that position, you know what I'm saying? The people that put you there are the people who you very well leaving out to dry. Did you see what the mayor said?
What he said? Tell the people.
That motherfucker said basically sink or swim. I'm paraphrasing. Y'all can look it up.
You talking about the mayor from Colorado? That nigga right there, boy. He is intense, cuz. Oh my God. The first line was a bar. He was like, I'm finna piss some people off. But like, I'm sorry, I don't care about y'all garbage pieces. I was like, yo, whatever it was, how he started off, he was like, oh my God. I feel like that was his ether letter. I'm glad. I think he resigned now, rightfully so. But the way he did it, it was crazy. Cause Jackie,
But
in political office, as a woman who cares more than the next, heartless man who doesn't, know anything about being attached to their emotions, what would you do if your daughter
he was literally giving his own? Chap was giving his own description.
Oh no, I'm just telling you. What would you do if the day after tomorrow? You see that movie? If that was going down, and your two little sweet daughters told you, Mommy, let's go, to where it's sunny and safe. What would you say?
Let's go to where it's safe.
Yeah, and sunny. Let's go on vacation, Mommy. Maybe. Ooh, what? No way. You're a political figure. You should be blah 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 blah.
But I mean, it all depends on the timing and circumstance. Because if it's a lot going on, I can't just drop what I'm doing just for that. You know what I'm saying?
Send them away, man. Send them with the grandma. Send them with the uncle. Someone that's a trusted family member. You know what I'm saying? Send them away.
Women and children first, right?
I would, but no, I would definitely find some way to make time. I wouldn't outright say no because that's wrong. And yes, my family, my children are what's important, but I can't outright say yes if there's a lot going on, especially if I'm in a politician of any.
Right.
Not that I want to put my job.
Ted Cruz is a senator, right?
But not that I want to put my job first. It's just the fact that in politician, you just kind of have to put that first.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Not only that,
you believe that
though, but the fact of the matter is, the people who you went out here and promised to serve is the ones who put you in that position to have that money, to live the lifestyle you live in. So how can you leave them out in to dry, like as a political thing?
That's and we're looking evolutionarily speaking. These people aren't made of half of his genetic code. Let's be real. So you telling me if well, I guess you already told us what you do. You'd send him off somewhere, and then potentially perish and leave him to grow up in a fatherless household. What you said.
What the fuck did I say that?
I think you should stop drinking your mimosas.
Goddamn right.
Maybe you are just
no. Listen. That's basically that's how it could be interpreted, because he was like, I would send my family off, to keep it safe to Cancun, but I would stay here because I'm a political figure. Now, let's say hypothetically it goes real bad, right? And it did go bad. People did lose their life. That's not a joke. I wouldn't joke about that. But let's say hypothetically you died in that whole debacle. And now let's say you sent them away and then you pass, unfortunately, in this debacle. then now you've left your family without you there. I said it in a facetious tone,
okay,
but
that's
that
fine,
could happen.
right? Wait.
Is it?
Listen, that's fine, but here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Financially, I get that I have the risk, but as a police officer, they do that. As a firefighter, they do that. They have kids, but they got to run into a fucking burning building. They have kids, but they got to run to somewhere where they say gunshots was fired.
He could have got rich off of fire. And nobody told him to make that choice. That's when we got freedom of choice. So it's like,
but you ain't nobody tell you to make the choice to run for political office. You deserve to make you decided to marijuana minutes, y'all. That's what the weed do to you. But anyway, you decided to run for office, and we believed in what you was spewing. And now when shit got hard, you dip because we done lined your fucking pockets. I mean, I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to have that money and be able to, okay, if something is to happen to me, because hell, let's face it, it don't have to be a natural disaster. I can walk outside and get hit by a car, struck by lightning.
Yep. Political assassination, anything. Yep. Anything,
and it's Texas. First of all, I'm black, so y'all already know how that go.
Open carry in Texas.
But
do they have stand your ground laws in Texas? I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh no, but listen, so if I'm supposed to be there, I done got this money, and I got set up to have, like, life insurance policies to make sure my kids are straight. The money that I've had for being in my political career, if I'm doing that money right, I'm stacking that money up and investing that money for my kids so they're straight and so that their mother is straight. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, with if anything happened to me, I'm straight. They straight, brother. They straight. Not I'm straight. They straight. And so
that's okay. So that's all fine and good. But I'm saying, just on a human level, we can all say what we would do in a situation, but we don't know how we act when push comes to shove. And with all this being said, I'm saying all this, but honestly, I do think he did the wrong thing. I want to close this topic by saying that yes, he should have stayed in. When you gotta take this into account of the job you're signing up for. You might be running to a burning building. You might put your life on the line. Blah blah blah. You got to be on the front line. So that's what I believe that he should have done, and that's true. I was just arguing for the sake of, like, for the people who are, like, on the human element. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. So I want to ask you a question. Somebody posted in the Marijuana Minutes group. They posted a question about dating and while being blind and or visually impaired.
Okay.
And so I want to bring this up, right?
When to tell them. Go ahead.
The question is literally that. When to tell them.
Where?
Listen, the question is that, because I'm gonna tell you something. It all depends. How you approach and how you handle yourself. Example, because I'm saying that's what you got going on, but they don't see that. What they see at first is your disability, is our disability. So
for sure.
Like, let me get back. Let me ask the question though, because I want to hear from Jackie a question. Jackie, what's your views on this whole, blind and visually impaired dating thing? Because I want to know what's your opinion?
So, wait, what was the question? He threw me off.
Marijuana Minutes, baby. Marijuana Minutes, baby.
Yeah, I'm a bit high.
But you might be in the Ryan.
Oh, you fired up, Jackie.
I got my pen over here that I
use. One time for the pen smokers. Hey, one time for the pen smokers. Look, Jackie, my question is to you. Like I said, I don't want to give out your business. You know what I'm saying? But what's your opinion on, like, your experience on dating while being blind and visually impaired?
So would I tell somebody up front?
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does people treat you? Like, what have people said to you?
First and foremost, they can't even get past the fact that I am however short, and I am a grown ass woman. But it's people out there who do offend me by asking me or ask me how old I am and treat me like I'm a child. But you know what? Like,
How do you
I
have
just
sex when you're so short? What
right.
position do you fuck?
I can do everything everybody else can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell the story when I met my wife.
How I met my wife. Go ahead.
All right. So, hey man, wherever you at, make sure you roll it up right out when you listening to this. Cause I'm sick. All right, I was just getting off of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my coworker I was gonna go back home. And my coworker was like, Q, you know what I'm saying? Just come chill, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right. So I went to my coworker house and I'm in the room. I don't smoke by 7, 8 blunts. I only been over there about an hour and a half, man. I was just chilling.
All right, bro.
So I went in there and sat down in a chair, and my wife happened to be working at this nonprofit organization that my coworker, niece and daughter had worked at, excuse me. So what happened was she happened to be dropping them off, and I was high as fuck in the chair, damn near asleep. I'm gonna be real with you. And she
met the
walked
woman
in,
of your dreams. That's a bar right there for you. You can steal that, Q.
What'd you say?
I said you was sitting there down there asleep and met the woman of your dreams. You can write that in her car next time. I won't even tell her you got it from me.
Well, I'm gonna cut that out this so that she don't know.
All right, gang. You think she gonna listen to your podcast? Yeah, man.
My baby always support me. Everything.
Oh, come on, man. Don't make me feel like
we support each other.
Oh, God.
Hey,
here comes this black love stuff.
So what happened was when she walked in the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
See,
you just know.
It's a thing that me and my wife have in common, and it's controlling the room. It's when you know how to control a room, break the ice, you can walk into a room that's quiet and change the whole vibe in the room. You can control like we have that ability.
You also can say the same thing about a fart, but go ahead.
Yeah, but it doesn't change it for the better.
Oh, bars. Go ahead.
So now when she walked in, like she started talking to my coworker and everything, and man, it just was like, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, I gotta get to know her, you know what I mean? Like, so when she left, I had went to my coworker and I was like, damn, what's her name or whatever. So she told me her name or whatever, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, I gotta get to know her. So I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna see her again. However, I knew as long as I hung around my coworker crib, she was gonna pull back up because they work. Her daughter didn't work and her daughter didn't drive. So I when she one day I went back to my dropped my coworker off and whatever at home, and because I was riding with somebody, I don't know who the fuck I was riding with, but anyway, she was in the front. She had just pulled in the driveway, dropping off my coworker daughter. So my coworker did some dumb shit. It's funny now, like it was real funny, but it was like, damn, it was cheesy as fuck. She walked up the driveway ahead of me as we got out the car. We parked on the side because they was in the driveway. So we walked up the driveway. My coworker walked in front of me. She called my wife by name, and she say, Q said you make his liver quiver. I said what?
Yo. Yo, who is this chick?
Yo, this is an older lady, man. I looked at her like a mom.
Liver quiver.
I still check out with her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what time? But old school niggas hold it down.
But that was some years ago, man.
But your wife knew you was blind off top. You had to stick on that. So
no, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, so she told me she thought I was somebody because I was in my work clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I love my wife, man. I really do. She say,
is this a
I look
soup
like
kitchen?
somebody drunk uncle.
You better be lucky she ain't leave y'all $1. Like, you can't say. Oh,
So, say, I thought you was somebody drunk uncle. You just because I told you I was high as hell. I was damn just sleep in the chair.
Spare change at first sight.
Hey, but you know what? She did hold it right down.
Yeah, but all right. So before that, when you were dating people and blah blah blah, how did you have to come out the bag? You didn't, right? Because you had to stick on deck, and all the people you met was in person. It wasn't like this online dating wasn't as big as it is now. So we're all catfish until we ain't.
Well, see, the thing about it that was it. I remember one time being at the bus stop though, because I hate how people are. People make shit so uncomfortable at times, right? So I remember being at the bus stop. I know where the hell I'm going. I was at the bus
art
terminal.
in that sometimes.
Huh?
So there's an art in that sometimes. You gotta appreciate that.
You would be the one to say some shit like that. Jackie, you hear this, fool?
Yep.
He would
all right. So, without being uncomfortable, you can't have like growth. Without pressure, you can't have diamonds. This is just facts.
Okay. Well, the whole pressure without and diamonds thing is a fact. Yes.
Now talk to that lump of coal and talk about how comfortable it is under pressure. When I was in counseling, I went through years of counseling, and I can always break the tension with comedy, like to make it levity. But usually, you have to stop doing that in order for somebody to really feel that. They got to sit in those feelings. You know what I'm saying? And that was something I had to do that. Well, you won't understand it, but
wait, tell me that again, because I think I was breaking up and talking when you was say that again.
Oh, okay. Well, I learned this when I was in group counseling, because I can always say something to break the tension. I always like with something for levity, but and for there to be growth and actually progress in the counseling setting, you have to sit in your actual emotions, and you might have to face things that may make you feel uncomfortable.
But see, here's the thing, right? I think with me being blind out the gate already put me in some uncomfortable situations.
I remember, mean as far as dealing with women?
Yes.
And dating? Oh.
Yes. Like, like they just be they be kind of in the beginning, like I remember being in school, you know what I'm saying? And like elementary school, you know what I'm saying? And the kids not knowing, and then like you excuse that kind of shit when they kind of they don't know much about blind people, so they kind of weird, bro. It's hard to explain it, but like when you get older, people have like, okay, I'm gonna tell you the dumbest questions. This will tell you why this may kind of understand more. I had a lady. I moved in North Carolina a while back, right? And I moved back to Florida. But anyway, I went to North Carolina, and I had a lady. I was staying in the hotel, and this lady said, "Q, I got a funny question." I got a question, and she was kind of chuckling with it, right? And she was like, "How do you have sex?" And I was like, I looked at her and I was like, "How you put on your pants?"
From the back, I'm a real dog. She probably that was probably her coming on to you. What's up with that?
I don't know, but
she might have wanted to teach you the ways of the world. She might want to show you the dark arts. She probably wanted to take you to Hogwarts. She wanted you to use that one.
However, like I say, is this though? They ask dumb questions like that. You ain't never got questions like that, Jackie, to you?
Yeah, a lot of times. And I've had people think, or not think, but say, or I overhear, not towards me, just towards blind people in general. How do you walk? Like, how do I walk? Like anybody else walks. Like, what?
Yeah, that's just, you know what I'm saying? People ask dumb questions like that, and it makes you really wonder. Like, what the fuck really
But
going
you
on
gotta
in
think
people's
about
head?
it. They probably never. Those probably are newbies. They probably never thought about it. It's just like Jackie was telling me today or yesterday about her apartment. So it's set up for people in wheelchairs, and she was telling me how certain things are set up, and it never ever crossed my mind that they would have to do this because of them being in a wheelchair, and that's just because. And I probably would have sounded just as ignorant to them if I was like, "Yo, don't your closet got this and that and the third?" And they'd be like, stupid, I'm in a wheelchair. Why would I need a rail to go that high and blah, blah, blah?
All right. So my thing with that, right, is I feel like I feel like this. If you want that in your apartment, that should be your choice. And I understand that things have to be that way, but not everybody have to. You know what I'm saying? Why put someone who don't need it in there? Because you potentially actually you are taking that from a unit from someone who actually do need that unit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, my point, that's not my point. I mean, of course, the people who need what they need should get what they should get. But I'm just saying that the point of me saying that was to tell you that that's the reason why somebody might not know. They might ask what seems like stupid question because they've never even considered it. So when they ask a blind person like, "How do you walk?" or "How do you have sex?" and blah blah, they've never walked without.
No, but here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it not make sense? You've been in a handicap stall. Everyone has used a handicap stall. The fucking sink is lower. So some things like that, like those things, it's common sense kind of like.
And do you think
Can't
that's
be way up
TMI
here
to
if I'm in
ask
a
somebody
wheelchair.
like? Do you think it's TMI to ask somebody about their sexual life? Like, oh, you're blind. How do you have sex?
So it's like, I don't know, fool. Like, it's some questions you shouldn't.
Yeah, if you're not on that level with somebody, it's just inappropriate. And maybe do you feel all right? So if they're gonna be that comfortable to ask you these invasive questions because of your disability, do you think that they view you as like a regular person? Like, why you wouldn't? You think you're getting treated differently because of your disability at that point?
Yes, because you would never ask somebody else that. You wouldn't ask a sighted person that. Like,
Yeah, you see a tired person really tall,
if I
his wife
walked
is
up to
really short.
that
Like, how do
lady
you guys
and
have
if
sex? You're so big and she's so little. Like, come on, cuz.
if I walked up to that lady without my cane, let's say I walked out my room and just was out there smoking a cigarette or blunt. Oh well, at that time I was smoking cigarettes, so I had to smoke out in the front.
Right.
And so, if I would have just said,
how old was this lady?
Do you know? An older lady. She was an older lady, like 50.
See, if you was petty, you would have been like, "Hey, you're 50. Ugh, how do you have sex?" With your wrinkles and your
if
flag.
I would have listen, fuck that. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is this. If I would have leaned over to that lady while I was up there smoking or something and said, "What's your favorite sex position?" I would have went to jail.
You should go to jail right now for saying that to me in that voice on the Zoom call.
Next topic.
Yes,
so,
let's go.
Okay, we was on this.
Hey, Travis, I got a question.
Before,
no more questions from you. Sorry, Q. Your question quota has been reached.
I got a topic. So we were talking about this earlier, when we were just, talking to each other.
Yeah.
So, and I want to hear from the people too. So y'all hit us up on our social media.
And marijuana underscore minutes. That's marijuana underscore minutes. MARIJUANA_MINUTES on all social media. Go ahead, Jack.
Right. Hit us up and let us know. Because if you were to win, just let's not even go back to that lump sum of money, but a huge, ginormous lump sum of money, would you buy a beach house, a beachfront house for $4 million? Or would you
$4 million? Now listen, you got $100 million.
Your own house.
Bring it back to the scenario.
Would you build your own house instead? Because I feel like if you about to spend all that money on a beachfront home that somebody else has lived in, You might as well take all that money and invest it in your own home the way you want it.
I'm
Not
with you.
somebody else's build. Your
I'm with you.
build.
Hey, Mr. Trap, what you think about over there? I know you raised your hand high as hell.
If you got the huge lump sum of money, if you're a boss, you will buy one and build one and buy another property farther inland and then rent the other two properties out and just use one as your
Hey,
summer
but he
home.
ain't
Use
paid
one as an
taxes yet, though, y'all.
Airbnb.
He ain't paid his taxes. He
All
ain't
right,
cut his mama no
now we
check, no
snitch.
money out the check
Now
yet.
this is a snitch podcast. Hold up.
Hey, he ain't even
Now
cut
you
his
the
mama a
ops,
check
bro.
yet.
You the ops right now. You the feds, bro. As soon as we start getting, money, bro. I didn't know this was the police until just now. Like, yo,
I just said,
work,
all those properties
with?
you buy, he ain't paid the taxes. So all them bitches you buy gonna be seized.
Your
and
name
shit.
is no longer Q the Truth. You Uncle Sam right now. And forever.
No, this Q the Truth talking.
No, this is
you
Uncle
ain't
Sam.
paid the motherfucker. You ain't saying shit about no taxes.
All in my pocket.
Hey, but fuck the taxes.
Rich
what
people don't pay
man?
taxes in this country. The taxes are for poor people and middle class people. But rich people don't pay. Our own president, our ex-president, didn't pay taxes. You know why? Because he's smart and he's rich. So
listen, you got to put things in perspective, Trap. You got to put things in perspective. You don't have money before this. You have $100 million after paying your taxes, and you know you're gonna want to make sure Mom Dukes is straight. Are you gonna really have the money to have a $4 million beachfront crib? And especially with the way natural disasters been going nowadays, I don't think that's a good idea.
I'll be able to have several, and I'll be able to have them under different accounts, Swiss accounts. They won't even be owned in my name. They'll be owned by shell companies.
Listen, bro. I ain't edited shit.
Don't. Because, you know what I'm saying? If it happens, it's still going to be, the system will still be set up for me to be on top because I'll be rich. So,
no, it's not, nigga. You're a black man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, bro, I'll put it all, you know what? I got a new beach home and my mama. She's still black, but
she's a black woman.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying?
You know how they treat them.
I'm gonna have faceless corporations. I'm gonna have a listen, I'm gonna have faceless corporations. I'll put it in. I know people who ain't black. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, and I don't stop them from working with me.
Oh, they gonna
you know
take your shit. You know
I don't limit their job.
You know how that go. Hey, look, you know how that go. They're gonna take it. Travis, just pay your fucking taxes.
I never said I wouldn't. I never said I wouldn't. I just said listen.
Listen, what I'm saying is pay your taxes, break Mom Dukes off, take the money, buy you
get back to the hood.
No, buy you a crib, invest your money in something to grow to buy that beach house and be able to afford the insurance and the repairs.
It's almost like you didn't hear me say I'm gonna buy other properties. It's almost like you didn't even hear that.
But how you gonna do that first if you buy the one that could cause you so much on the fucking beach, bro?
I don't live my life in fear, dog. If I would have did that, I would have still been in the closet.
Floating down the river on this goddamn bed, some goddamn well.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying you should probably invest the money first.
You should probably worry about your money and let me worry about my money. You should probably do that.
All right.
Anybody else want to talk about my $100 million? I didn't think so.
well.
Look, y'all see how I'm ready to talk like that. That's boss talk right there. Respect that. These are boss bars.
I know.
I'm gonna get them off all day when I get that $100 million.
Hey, listen.
Q, I've already let the money change me, sir.
Trap. You can take that $100 million. Hey.
And I don't have a nickel.
Humble yourself, young man.
I hope nobody thinks this is what I really think. They're gonna be like, he's tripping.
Tripping.
These are all jokes, you guys. I say everything I'm saying on Marijuana Minutes is done in levity with the intent to entertain and maybe enlighten, but not to offend or to show my real personal views. I need a parental advisory sticker
So listen, I want to talk about something else that was in the media real quick though. Yeah. Let me ask though, how you feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine? Do you need me to refresh?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently Tekashi 6ix9ine ran up on 6ix9ine. Did you see the latest thing he did, Trap?
I saw it. Yeah, he was
that you that was telling me about that?
Yeah, that was me, bro. When he was talking about rest in peace to King Von and talking really ill about the dead.
Brief Jackie on that.
All right, so Jackie Bear and the people who's listening who probably don't follow this garbage, but so 6ix9ine, the crazy little troll rapper, he was like, yo, rest in peace, King Von. You this that we smoking on that King Von pack tonight, which is what they say when somebody dies and yada yada yada. And so he's just being really disrespectful about a man who just died, and he has like people. And then Lil Reese, which is another rapper from the Chicago area. Wow, I feel like a freaking reporter. But he was like, he got on live and he was like, he pulled out a gun showing 6ix9ine that he's really tough on IG or whatever. And then he was like, and then 6ix9ine was like, they stumped you out, you shitted on yourself. And that did happen like 2 years ago or something like that. That actually happened. And so he brought that up, and then I guess he was like, all right, my Wi-Fi's freezing up, I gotta go. Or something like that. I don't know the deets. But after that, it was like everybody else, he was just being really disrespectful on people who had died. And it was like, yo, you taking it too far, you wilding out. Yeah, dude. And
so Jack, what you think? Do you think, because I mean, you remember 6ix9ine was first of all, 6ix9ine, you know, he's known in the industry and probably to the world as a snitch. I would probably say so. Because I feel like
he has snitched.
You know,
people have lost their lives who he did crime with knowingly, and he turned state to get less time.
Right.
Definition of a snitch, yes.
Yeah. And
that's just a fact.
Yeah. While participating in the shit. So
right.
You know, that's the facts of the case. And you think he was just doing that shit for clout?
I don't know. I mean, he could be, or is he just that ruthless and that rude like that? I mean, that's some rude ass shit. You don't say nothing like that and disrespect the dead. Like, no, that's one line you should never cross.
Hey man, I don't know though, y'all. Listen, here's the thing, right? I gotta feel two ways with this. Because it's 6ix9ine, fuck you, 6ix9ine. You know what I mean? Because I don't like snitching. Like, I think that's fucked up that you do something with somebody and then you tell on the fucking same people you do the shit with. That's fucked up, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
that's
bro.
kind of it's kind of like you signed up for a certain set of rules, code of ethics, and then you just dip out on the job. You're no better than Ted Cruz, 6ix9ine. You knew what you were signing up for, and then when stuff got rough, you bailed. And he's next to king.
Sit down. Please sit down.
That's a valid parallel.
Waiters, can you get him some water, please, and some bread?
No. Can you see the parallel? They both got into a lifestyle, and they both bailed when it got tough.
Well, and they both knew this. I think 6ix9ine really just used the lifestyle he was in to do what he was doing, to get him where he wanted to be.
He wasn't in that lifestyle, bro. Did you not see the history of Treyway? He wasn't in that lifestyle.
Do you think he lived it? No.
No, he was like just he was just a little troll rapper kid. He wasn't in no gang, all that other stuff until he started rapping. He got around the real gangsters, then start picking up that persona. He wasn't born into that.
But he needed that, bro. He needed that. He
did need that, but it doesn't matter. I'm just saying he wasn't really in it. He wasn't really part of that. Like, he didn't grow up with
No, that's what I'm saying. I knew that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He was using them for clout. He was doing that shit.
But so when he got in there, if he was really about that life, because he did put hits out on people. That's proven, because they had wiretaps and proofs of this. So if he's really in there, he knows what comes with the street life. There's no ratting on the people you're doing crimes with. And so he ratted.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Ted Cruz, if he's going to be the senator, when stuff gets rough, he has to stay there and risk his life. There's no leaving to Cancun. You can't break those rules. That's the parallel.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I mean I agree with you 100%. I get what you're saying. But you still need some motherfucking. You still need some bread and water.
I do need some bread. I need some bread, cheese, provolone, paper, cheddar, whatever you call it, Bitcoin, all that.
You need
this nigga went from talking about food to online currency.
See what you talking about? That's a double entendre, son. That's a bar. It went over your head.
Duh, you stupid. What I'm saying.
It's a bar. I needed bread the whole time.
Yeah, no, no. I think he hungry. Really, he need a sandwich. But like I say, 6ix9ine, dog. The whole run up on
Meek Mills,
Meek.
Risky behavior, foolish.
My thing with that was just literally for clout, and we knew what it was. So it was like, you know what I mean?
Do you think he has a death wish? Because I do. I think he's sick of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he wants to die.
Definitely does.
Like, there's some people who are suicidal, and instead of cutting their wrists, they'll do what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he might, deep down, mental illness, he really might be suicidal.
I mean, well, I don't know, but I don't think that's a good route he's taking because it's gonna happen. So he fucking with the wrong people, man. People. You can't tell people how to react.
Yeah, he was talking real disrespectful to Lil Durk. That's not somebody you really want to cross like that. Not just because of him, but where he's from and who he knows and his connections.
Hey man, I ain't fucking with nobody. Salute to everybody, respect to everybody.
Right, love to everybody, every community, we don't want no smoke.
I'm out here me, you know what I'm saying? I salute just from Orlando's very own.
All right. Everybody get your money, everybody stay up. All that.
Yep.
All right, let me ask y'all a question about this one, right? Check it out. You seen the video where the teacher and the not the teacher, but the fucking school board.
The school board, yeah.
The members was talking shit in the Zoom.
Did you see it, Jackie Bear? I saw it.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, listen. So basically, Trap, you do so well with the dudes, Travis. You want to write it down?
Well, this evening, Bob, this is what happened. Residents were shocked and appalled. Back to you, Kim.
Well, I see a broadcast future in his future.
All right, so what happened, Jackie Bear, and for the rest of the audience? The school board to Oakleaf Elementary, we don't know exactly where that's at, but they were on a call and they thought that they were no longer live or streaming or anybody could see what they were saying. And they started cursing like sailors, and they were like, the parents just want their babysitters back. I guess implying that there isn't real education and sociological impact on what their children education.
Which, by the way, I just want to say for the record, don't that kind of give them a shitty rap? You ain't even a teacher, you're a babysitter.
I mean, but they're not teachers. They're like wasn't they just board members of it? I don't know if they were teachers.
But don't that give their crew a bad rap? Like, you call it like,
yeah, it does.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But maybe they were just speaking from like the parents' perspective. They were being cynical, like the parents don't care about children's education. They just want them to be out the house. And they followed that up with saying that one of the members, his brother has a medical marijuana business, and that a large part of his clientele were these parents who stay home. So I guess he was implying that these guys are all just high on weed and they just don't want their kids to be there. And I don't know. They were just, I guess, casting them in a light where they're all just, I don't know, slackers or whatever. I don't know.
And that was T from Trap. Now,
no, we got segments now, bro. What's the tea? I'm gonna be on the bed like a teapot. Just like the little,
Hey.
I'm a little teapot.
So,
But that's messed up to call them babysitters. Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up all the way around too, because it's like, damn, y'all sitting in here just talking about these folks. You know what I'm saying? And this how y'all really feel.
Right.
This how y'all really feel, because you hear what how the lady was like, no, we're not. What she say? Oh, no, wait. How she said? What she say? How she said the trap? Like, when she the teacher, the board member that was shocked that when he was like,
oh yeah, notice the recording. She's like, nuh-uh.
There you go.
she's like, you're joking. Like, nah, bro, it's a real dog. It was hilarious, bro.
I want that clip. Somebody tweet it to me. I want the clip.
I'm not. I want it to, yeah. But
the whole, not the clip, but the whole video. Excuse me. I want the whole video.
I don't have children, but I feel like I would be feeling a type of way if they were the people who were in charge of, I guess, the education system. You know what sad is, though? I'm not surprised at all. So that's what actually kind of brings me, it's kind of bumming me out a little bit.
You know, I will say this, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, they all resign.
This podcast will be fun.
And I just think this is the year that, I think this the cleanup year, man. This might be the cleanup year. Now, I don't know. Mark my words, maybe, maybe not. But this might be the cleanup year, y'all. I think we're going to see a lot of races die. I think we're going to see a lot of people showing who in positions that they shouldn't be in, and they finna fuck up and get out of those positions, and we're gonna possibly get the right people in those positions. I think it might be the year to clean up.
Speaking of the cleanup, have you guys noticed how many noteworthy, like really influential, historic people have been dying recently? Like,
yeah,
as far as like, the people who are like what's his name, Prince Marky D. There's like, the list goes on and on, but that's kind of weird. Shocked. Yeah, I mean, people die every day, of course, but it's like back to back to back. It's not a week that has gone by without somebody who's had really far-reaching influence and like has passed. So I don't know. Yeah. I feel like this is a season of like change, and like it's a changing of the guard. So the people who was real high at their field and did what they did.
It's the cleanup. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. It's like it's a new decade, but it's like still, I don't know, man. With this whole, I don't know, it just feels like
it came in like hell. Listen,
what? 2020
showed, first of all, the last 4 years showed a lot of people true colors, but 2020 showed a lot of people true colors. You hear me? And 2021, I just hope that this is the year to clean up, year to turn around or something. One of those two we're going to use, I hope. Because
what do you guys feel about the year? Like, do you feel optimistic, or like you feel like, what's your feeling about this year? I feel like last year was so bad, it can't help but be better. Even if this year's trash, like just relatively, because everything was such a big shock. Now we've like gotten kind of used to it, or a big change. So I feel like this year is only going to be better relatively. That's how I feel about it. And that might sound cynical, but how do y'all feel about it? How this year going to be?
I just say, like I said earlier, I think it's year to change. What you got, Jackie Bell?
I'm hopeful. I do think that this year is going to be better and not get worse, because, I mean, I don't want to say it because I believe in stuff like that, but you know, we've been through so much in 2020, so much. So I just hope that it does not get worse than that, and that everything is just on demand and rising up and changing. We need it.
And I mean, me personally, I just think that I got new things coming on the horizon. I think, I think I'm just going to put my best foot forward, man. And I mean, honestly, I've always been a person that you know, I knew that 2020 was, there's numbers or something. Okay, I don't really believe in a bunch of it, but numbers or something. And we saw a lot.
Like you mean like numerology or what? What are you talking
we
about?
saw a lot. What's it called? Y'all know I'm high.
What?
Because the 2020 thing, like 2020 vision, 2020 the year, we saw it all kind of type thing. Like,
oh yeah, I never delved into it. I've done it before, like with numerology.
But look what fucking happened in 2020. And I mean, we can say January 6th. I don't even damn what y'all say. January 6th rolls over to 2020 to me.
Yeah.
It was just strategically placed to be done on January 6th. But honestly, if that process was done in 2020, it would have happened on 2020.
Hey Q, it might be deeper than that, bro. There's certain rituals.
I ain't even going down that track. You can stop right there. I don't even want to know.
I was about to say,
me neither.
Yeah, okay.
I don't even want to know the rest of that. So anyway, like I said, 2020 was a hell of a year. And, you know, like I say, I think 2021 is, I mean, I think it always can be worse. But
what could be worse than last year?
No, don't ask it. Don't ask it. That's what I was trying so hard to refrain to say and ask.
I know Travis got to be the dummy.
I got to be what?
Hey, he gonna wake up. He gonna wake up with the toilet overflowing, bathroom overflowing. I have had a hell of a year in this apartment in 2021.
What's funny, that's actually happened.
But yeah, man, like I say, it got to be better, man. I really hope for that, pray for that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, it started off this year. You know what I'm saying? I got hit by a car on my bike. You know what I mean? But I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an optimistic person. Honestly, I think growing up the way I have, I kind of always developed I don't know if you want to call it like the sense or just the understanding that, like, bro, you can really make life what it is. Every time I go out my door, I'm smiling. You know why? Because for one, I'm going where I want to go. I'm getting there the way I want to get there. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm taking my kids with me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to kill me. At least I don't know. You never know people more intended than motive is. But you know what I'm saying? And so, like, that to me right there is it. I lost too many people last year. You know what I'm saying? I lost my cousin on Christmas.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I lost my cousin, one of my other cousins to COVID.
I lost two of my aunties. Two of my aunties died of it.
My uncle's wife lost her dad. So it's like, because I always, you know, death comes in threes. I don't care what nobody says. But it's just like, I just hope, I know that I'm in a better place to be above ground, to make change in anything I've done, and to create a legacy and leave that legacy for my children. When I lay down, I pray to have had all that accomplished. Now, I'll leave that to say here. Hey, man, I thank everybody for enjoying Marijuana Minutes. It's been a great night. We will be doing this. Tune in next drop.
Right.
Friday. Check your local social media for the place at all times. You know what I'm saying? But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, be grateful for every minute, including your Marijuana Minutes.
Period.